Hi, it's Peg, and today we are combining Tag It Tuesday with AJ Snark Attack journal pages. So I'm going to make some tags and I'm going to incorporate them into my journal. So I'm working on this journal page. The birds on the far right are one of those large tags that I've snipped and cut around because one of the prompts was to fussy cut. So I fussy cut the birds and glued that tag onto the edge of my book. Now I'm just looking for some snarky quotes to add to my journal page. So I found a couple of them. They're going to go on there. I'm going to write a note on this page. This will be page 28? No, 29, excuse me. Page 29 in our month-long art journal pages. And this is, all I was able to retrieve out of the fast show. I was having some computer difficulties on the fast show. So if on the live show, not fast show, good grief. So if you want to see the whole thing in its entirety of how this was created, you can go over to Art Joy Sharing. That's my sister channel where we do live shows each week, 10:30 Central Standard Time. Chelsea and I get together for our Facebook group and do a live show each Thursday. So check it out if you want to see how all of this was created. And I'm just finishing up the month. I've got a lot of videos out there, so if you're interested in any of that, there is a playlist, and I will have that at the end of this video for you so that you can go watch more if you missed any of it. I will give you a flip through of my pages. That way you can see them, and then you'll maybe know which video you might have missed or want to see. Just finishing up the decoration of this page. And you can see that my little birdie flip out is there. I'm pointing out this guy and the donkey that he's talking to. And there's the birds, and there's the backside. There's the other tag I was working on, and there's the third tag. So I actually end up using 3 tags for Tag It Tuesday. I don't know. Once you get rolling with tags and journals, they kind of all fit together again. So I was sitting and chatting with people, and I need to move on. Okay, so now I'm going to colorize a couple of these tags. I'm using some Distress Oxide, and I had been playing with some crackle paste, and I had a brush that I'd filled with some Jane Davenport ink and had some paint out on my desk. I'm just playing and having a good time. It's a journal, it's a tag, it's nothing major. And putting stuff down on the surface. I'm going to spritz that with water, see if it moves the way I want it to. The smaller tag was doing fine. This one, not so much. But I'm going to end up using both of them because I have 2 places where these tags need to go. I had created a green tag that had some of the stitching on it, and one of the prompts from Sherry's Tag It Tuesday was stitches or something like that, and green. So I had a green tag with stitches on it. She has 4 prompts. She asked that you use 2 of the 4 at least. Shell and I try to use more of them than that, but I get distracted because I'm playing with products. So you can see I'm using this Jane Davenport ink in a water brush, and I'm just going to get a rag and touch up the edge because I want it to look a little more distressed, and then I'm happy with the surface. And I'm going to glue this tag down to the back of the green one because I'm going to do a tip out with this tag. That just means that it's taped in and you can flip it up and down in your book, kind of like the birds. So now I'm just going to glue these two tags back to back. I need to cover up the stitching on the back side and make it look a little bit better. So I'm going to take, I'm going to take some tape and glue this other tag to the back side just to clean it up. I could have collaged on top. There's a lot of things that you can do. But, you know, one tag back to the other is about the easiest. So I've got this, and then I'm going to grab some Art by Marlene parts. Going to put some washi tape down to hold this tag. You can see I'm flipping it back and forth to see what it's going to look like. And I have some black scrolly looking washi tape that I'm going to put this in here with, adding some glue so that it's good and strong. And I just want the tape to go from one edge of the tag to the other so that it can flip around from the back side. And then I'm going to add some more of that tape to give it a little extra strength. And yeah, there we go. I'm going to put some more on this page just because you don't want that black piece down at the bottom being the only black on the page. So I'm going to add a couple more pieces of this washi going up the page. And you can see that that's going to flip now. Get this lined up, and then I'm gonna, this is the very last page in this journal. So when I finish that page, I will be done with the whole journal. So there's the little birdies that are flipped out from the other page. And there's the tag that flips up and down on this page. So I need to dig through my stash and find a few more things to put on here. I found this cute little girl from Art by Marlene. She's going to hide out behind that tag. And I will glue her down on the page, and then I'm looking for, do I want to add another image? Just, you know, trying things out. I end up getting a flower, a rose, a couple of roses from Art by Marlene die cuts, and putting those on the front of the tag. I like that. I like the contrast, the red and the green. You know, they're opposites on the color wheel, so they complement each other. And I'm going to put another little piece across the top and staple it down just to add some interest. And this is a Tim Holtz stapler. Having a little trouble with the first one, so grab it and get it in a couple other corners. Glue that down, and then I will get some more embellishments for this particular page. I end up using some of Tim Holtz's snarky words and another big chipboard piece that I thought was kind of nice. You know, just dig through your stash. I know you guys have lots of stuff just like I do, and I'm just trying to use out of what I have instead of, you know, going out and getting any more. Good grief, I've got more stuff than I know what to do with. So I'm going to grab a clip and hold that in place while the glue dries, and look for another little quote to put on the top of the page. And then that little flip out page will be pretty much ready to roll. and I can move on to something else. So the quote says, "At times I'm actually grateful that my thoughts don't appear in a bubble over my head." It's cute. Anyway, the next page I'm going to do is number 31. This is 30. And 31 is this Halloween looking page that I started over here. And I have that blue tag on my desk, and I'm going to take a quote that I found. I was watching Barb Owen, and she did a quote that I thought was pretty appropriate for this page. So I'm going to decorate this tag, and that'll be it. And then we'll do a real quick flip through. So we're finally at the end of the month, and I'm going to give you a quick flip through of this journal, which is now full. This is the front cover. It says, "People who tolerate me on a daily basis, they're the real heroes." And the first page in here was actually day 14. It's the inside cover. "The sarcasm is strong with this one. I would like to confirm that I do not care. I'm sorry. I mean, get over it." This was a page I did before I actually started the snarky stuff. Accept who you are and revel in it. That's a faceless character. Okay. This was day 2. She says, "It's not a tiara. I simply bedazzled my horns." This is day number 1, actually, here. "I wish everything was as easy as getting fat." It says, "Yoga class. I thought you said pour a glass." This is Big Mama. She has her sparkly leotard on. And it says, "Does running away from your problems count as exercise?" Why not? Okay, so moving on, day 4. "Be a unicorn, not a twatomus." And day 3 was, "I didn't mean to push all your buttons. I was just looking for mute." And that needs to be glued down better. So let me grab some glue and do that. I just go back through my book and check things like this to make sure that they're where they need to be. Okay, so that will stick down now. I've got good glue on it. This was another page that I did before I started the challenge, and this one also, "Hopeful, explore life, magnify positive self, spend energy on what matters in life, life is short and precious," that sort of thing. More of my faceless people. This was day 5, and it says, in my defense, I was left unsupervised. If it requires pants and a bra, it's not happening today." And then PMS, "Purchase more shoes." Day 6 was this one, and it's a magazine cutout. It says, "I'm not great at advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment?" And day 7, "Sometimes my greatest accomplishment is just keeping my mouth shut." Boy, I bet a number of us have said that before. Yeah, I gotta put the brain in gear before we do this. This one we did as a live show, day 8. "If you can't say nothing nice, say something snarky." And this says, "Me sarcastic." This colors for the day were these gray and purple. I don't usually work in these colors, but it turned out okay. This was, let's see, day 10 was this one over here, which is a flip out with my kitty cat cutouts. "I'm glad we share a sense of humor and an understanding that I'm slightly funnier." And then this side says, "You smell like drama and headache. Please get away from me." That was day 9. Day 11 is the Butterfly Kitty Cat page on black. I plan my whole day around the possibility of a nap. Yeah, we know kitties like to nap, right? So do I. 2021 can't come soon enough. This was another one I think we did in a live show. And it says, if 2020 were a drink, it would be a colonoscope prep. Yeah. Not the drink you want, right? This is day 16. Oh, excuse me. I meant to behave, but there were so many other options. Yeah, aren't there always? And then day 17, it's okay if you disagree with me. I can't force you to be right. Day 18 is sometimes you just gotta say cluck it and walk away. Day 19 is this one this is another one that has a tag to it. A tag slips in here, and the tag says Fabulous called and I answered. Isn't she fabulous with her green lips? And this was one that I did on a day before we started the journal. I had a few pages done in here. This one was day 20 over here with the coffee. It says coffee keeps me going until it's acceptable to drink wine. And this is my cup of care. Oh, look, it's empty. Okay. And this one was day 21. I just rescued some wine. It was trapped in a bottle. Day 12 and 13. Oh, carp. Look, if I'm not saying that you're old, but if you were milk, I'd sniff you first. See these babes here? Day 13, starting tomorrow, whatever life throws at me, I'm ducking so it hits someone else. Yeah, good idea, right? This was day 22 and 23. Of course, I talk to myself. I need expert advice. See, the little flowers are talking to themselves. And then this one says, I'm multitasking. I can listen, ignore, and forget at the same time. Really, I can. 23, 24 is today's going to be great until people. And then I have my list here. My list. Do not break any SH. Number 2, do not fight over you know what. Number 3, do not act like a little you know what. Number 4, most important, do not make me lose my you know what. And this must have been 25. It says, I made a huge to-do list for today. I just can't figure out who is going to do it. Number 26. If the early bird catches the worm, I'd rather sleep late and have chocolate. Yeah, wouldn't we all? Okay, 27 is, at my age, getting lucky means finding my car keys. How true, right? That was 26, 27, 28 is my little elephant. And it says, classy is when you have a lot to say, but you choose to remain silent in front of fools. Look at the look on the face, right? And then this was a pocket page for 31. So we'll come back to that. This was 29 we did as a live show. And I need to glue that down better. But I need to also open this up better because, yeah, it's starting to buckle. So, from the moment I saw you, I knew I was going to spend the rest of my life avoiding you. Here's this guy across the table from this mule sitting in a chair. And this was my daughter's birthday, so I did happy birthday tweets to her. Day 29. Then this was another, we combined a tag. And so this says, hope is never lost, and at times I'm grateful that thoughts don't actually appear in bubbles over my head, right? And then this I just did as COVID stuff. This is the back page of my journal. And coming back, I need to put that tag back in. But this tag says, and I got this from Barb Owen. I was watching her live show. It says, women are angels, and when someone breaks our wings, we simply continue to fly on a broomstick. We're flexible like that, right? So that's another little tag page. So I hope you enjoyed the whole AJ Snark Attack for 2020. That was my journal, and here comes November. Bye for now.